Good afternoon. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Please continue to keep eating and enjoying the amazing food provided by Sodexo. Thank you so much. Hafade, Naan si Fafanagwe, Andy Farron Sims, Hagan Guahan, Tau Tau Piti, Tau Tau Clan Caribou. Hello, my name is Dr. Andy Farron Sims from the island of Guam, from the village PT of the Caribou Clan, and I am your Director of Student Life. On behalf of Associated Students, we would like to take a moment to honor, recognize, acknowledge, and reflect, express our sincere gratitude for and appreciation of the peoples, ancestors, and sacred land that we gather upon today. We want to recognize the ancestral homelands and traditional territories of indigenous peoples who have been here since time immemorial, and to recognize that we must continue to build solidarity and kinship with the native indigenous communities that surround us. Mount San Antonio College is based in the city of Walnut, in the Los Angeles Basin, where we honor and recognize the Kizh Nation, the Aheshiman Nation, the Tongva tribe, and Walnut, which is the village of Pumakanga. We also would like to pay our respects to the land and life of indigenous people, many of whom are in the room today, as well as the Honukvetam, our ancestors, Ahihirom, our elders, and Iohinkem, our relatives and relations, past, present, and future. I want to thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce Ms. Leslie Hennings.
Thank you, Andy. Good afternoon, Inspiring Women recipients, guests, and community. Thank you for joining us today. We're very excited to be here today. We hold this event every year, and we haven't had it for 3 years because we all know why. So this was like our first thing that we did online when we all went home. So we were all ready to go, and then we went home. So we're very excited to be here again. My name is Leslie Hennings. I am the chair of the Inspiring Women Planning Team, and it is my pleasure to now introduce our college president, Bill Scroggins.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to be here today to give you an inspirational, hopefully, welcome to the Inspiring Women Luncheon. We are indeed, as Leslie said, very pleased to be here in person because that is the strongest message we can give in being inspiring, that in-person inspiration. The Inspiring Women Luncheon, this celebration, is a Mt SAC event. It's a celebration of us, all of us, and in particular, the women who are a part of making Mount San Antonio College what it is today. It's always held during Women's History Month, so it's part of the overall celebration that our nation has for the history of the contribution of women. And this is a great period of time in the vector of women's history, because of course Mount SAC is, our students are majority women, and our graduates are majority women, and in fact even today the graduates of medical schools in this country are women. That's wonderful to celebrate in the vector of the history of women's advancement. But it's in a way unfortunate that we have to even call that out as an achievement, because it should have been that way and continue to be our commitment to be that way for all individuals, regardless of their gender, regardless of their race, ethnicity, regardless of their status in life. And that's the mission we're here today to really celebrate, that all of you are part of the fabric that makes Mount San Antonio College what it is. An important part of being inspirational is telling our stories, because being authentic in our path, the challenges, the opportunities, those who were inspiring in our own lives, are part of sharing that inspiration with others and encouraging them to follow the paths that we've had, and in their learning experiences, pass along what we've learned, both the hard learnings, stories, and the successes that we celebrate. Today, we're celebrating both of those, but particularly the celebration that the women we honor today have contributed to the success of Mount San Antonio College. And it's my pleasure to have always been a part of this event, and now particularly to be here in person with you. And let me call Leslie Hennings back, but first I want to introduce two of our board members that are here today. First, Gary Chow, would you please stand and be recognized? And our female trustee, please arise and be recognized. Thank you for being here. Leslie, you're on.
Thank you, President Scroggins. It is now my honor to introduce a very important person in the Inspiring Women event. The Kate Cannon has been a part of this event for many, many years, longer than I have. And she is the from the Department of History and a women's historian. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you for coming to the 19th annual Inspiring Women of Mt SAC Luncheon. And Leslie and I have been trying to figure out how long I've been doing this, and I can't remember myself. So it was not long after I was hired in 2005 that, and this has part of Women's History Month, and I'll explain where that came from. But of course, for the last 3 years, we haven't had the luncheon, so I'm happy we're all back, because that's fabulous. It's the best part of this is the luncheon, and all of the presentations of the great recipients that we have. I want to express my appreciation to the Student Life Office for coordinating this every year, Leslie Hennings, the chair of the Inspiring Women Planning Team, and to the Associated Students of Mt SAC who sponsor this event. As you heard in the introduction, my name is Kate Cannon. I'm a professor of history here, and I teach American women's history. The Inspiring Women of Mt SAC Luncheon is held every March in celebration of Women's History Month. Women's History Month began as Women's History Week in 1980 by presidential proclamation. President Jimmy Carter declared the week of March 8th the first National Women's History Week. In 1987, successful lobbying efforts resulted in Congress expanding the week into a month, and March is now National Women's History Month. The National Women's History Month project was started by a group of feminists in Santa Rosa, California, and they still run the National Women's History Project, which develops the Women's History Month themes and selects the national honorees. When the Women's National History Month project began, less than 3% of the content of history textbooks mentioned the contributions of women. And when they were included, women were usually written in the footnotes. Some have said that the history of women was written in invisible ink. Now, things have changed very much in the almost 4 decades since the beginning of this. Scholarship on women's history has exploded as history departments at every major university in the country developed with women's history programs. That research has filtered into K through 12 classrooms through lesson plans and new textbooks, and has been promoted by the National Endowment for the Humanities, the National Council of Teachers, the Library of Congress, and many other government agencies and private organizations. When I was hired here in 2005, that just happened to be a year that there were 3 of us hired, but 2 of us were women's historians, and we kind of panicked because there were only 2 women's history, American women's history sections being offered. The course had been developed, but and the woman who was teaching it, she had the two sections, and here there were two of us hired, and we didn't know what was going to happen. Horribly, she ended up, she passed away actually before the semester started, and we each got one section. And there was a big reluctance at the time to add more sections of women's history. There was just this sense that no one's going to take women's history classes. Well, over the course of years, we saw that there was a demand for women's history. And when I became chair of the department, which I can't remember when that happened either, I stepped down last year, but I was chair for 5.5 years, it just exploded. And I think to this day, we could probably offer, I think we're up to about 10 sections, and we could offer many more, especially online. So very, very popular course. And it means a lot, I think, that we can get that history out to our students. And I get that every semester that students, when they write their introductions for me, they will say, I'll ask them, why are they taking a women's history class? And they'll say, because I didn't learn anything about it in high school, and I've never learned anything about it. I want to know more. And so I think it's a really wonderful service that we do as well. The 2022 Women's History theme is providing healing, promoting hope, and we can all understand why that's the theme this year. It's both a tribute to the ceaseless work of caregivers and frontline workers during this ongoing pandemic, and also a recognition of the thousands of ways that women of all cultures have provided both healing and hope throughout history. This year, the National Women's History Project did not pick national honorees. Instead, they encouraged groups throughout the country to use the theme to recognize and honor women in their own communities, organizations, and agencies. For the last 19 years, Mt SAC has celebrated women of character, courage, and commitment during Women's History Month. We honor those inspiring women who have taken the lead to serve their communities, to help their friends and neighbors, and to make our world a better place. And most have done this despite personal hardships and challenges. We look forward to hearing the stories of our honorees. But before we do the awards, I want to introduce Associated Student President Gavin Ong.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Thank you, Kate and President Scorgans, for welcoming and opening our luncheon celebration today. Good afternoon, inspiring women, guests, students, faculty, staff, and Mt SAC dignitaries. My name is Gavin Ong, and it is my honor to serve as this year's Associate Students Vice President. If you can't already tell, I am an international student from Australia. I'll be graduating this semester and be transferring to Cal State Fullerton. Thank you, thank you. At this time, I would like to thank and recognize the following college leaders in attendance with us today. So please hold your applause until all names have been shared. And campus leaders, please stand to be recognized when I call your name. Vice President of Student Services, Dr. Audrey Yamagata-Norji. Please hold your applause to the end, please. Vice President of Instruction, Kelly Fowler. Vice President of Administrative Services, Morris Rodrigue. Provost, School of Continuing Education, Dr. Madeline Arbayo. Associate Dean of Student Engagement, Tanya Robles. And Dean of Humanities and Social Science, Dr. Caroline Hoover. Please join in applauding our college leaders. I would also like to recognize my following inspiring women planning team members, for whom without their coordination, this event would not be possible. Please hold your applause until all names have been shared. Leslie Hennings, Committee Chair, Kate Cannon, Giovanni Rodriguez, Julia Walker, and Gabby Kiros. Please join. Thank you. Now, it is my honor to introduce our inspiring women keynote speaker. Our keynote speaker became a part of the Mount San Antonio College community 25 years ago, when she began as a student studying sociology. After transferring to the University of Laverne and earning degrees in sociology and counseling in higher education, she returned to become a counselor and professor with the Bridge program. She continued her education and earned a degree in marriage and family therapy, and began working in community mental health, private practice, and nonprofits in her community of Pomona. Our Inspiring Woman keynote completed a certification in teaching meditation, mindfulness, and breath work, and has been working with student health services and professional and organizational development for several years, offering mindfulness sessions to students and employees. Currently, she is offering in-person mindfulness and sound healing sessions in the Mt SAC Planetarium, as well as virtual weekly employee sessions, special series, and special request sessions. She has a passion for education, wellness, self-care, healing, and creating spaces for connection, and has offered her services to many departments, programs, and populations on campus. She is a single mom to her wonderful daughter and best friend, Elisa. She believes that healing is a lifelong journey, and she continues to learn about herself and encourages and guides others to do the same. Please join me in welcoming Professor Andrea Torres.
Deep breath. Thank you. Thank you so much to the Inspiring Women Committee and associated students for having me as the keynote speaker. I am honored, especially for a theme that is so close to my heart, and to all those who have done this important work. We are healing. We are hope. As a little girl, I learned it was not safe to be seen or heard. And I also learned about love and support. It is through much healing that I'm able to stand here and speak in front of you today, feeling nervous and a bit scared, but also feeling comfortable and confident, all at the same time. Feeling proud of who I am and in using my voice, my presence, and the words that inspire me to express my thoughts and feelings. The journey in healing can be long and ever-changing. Healing for me has happened in therapy and through so many conversations filled with tears and laughter with family that I've created in this life, many of whom are here today. Thank you. Healing can happen through education, experience, books, music, sound, film, art, movement, rest, and most of all through the stories shared by others. Clarissa Pinkola Estes says, "Stories are medicine." In gratitude for all the stories people share with us in the spaces for connection that we create, healing and hope comes in the form of the service we provide to this community, to our students, classmates, colleagues, to each other, and how we show up vulnerably and authentically. The hope and healing that we are able to see and feel when a student or colleague says, "I love myself more. I believe in myself more. I asked for help. I joined a study group. I created boundaries. I remembered to breathe." There is hope in continuing to do this life's work and knowing that healing is happening in every moment. I would like to share a moment of healing with all of you if you would allow me to guide you for a few moments in mindfulness. I realize you all just got your food and it's coming, but if you don't mind just putting everything down for a moment and just taking a moment, placing both feet on the floor, sitting up and dropping into the space, bringing your awareness to your breath, taking a nice slow, deep inhale and exhale. Allowing your eyes to close if you would like, or just looking a few feet in front of you. Feeling into this moment, into this space. If you'd like to place a hand over your heart, and as you inhale, feeling your chest and your stomach rise. And as you exhale, feeling it fall. Staying here for a few moments, finding the natural flow of your breath. Taking a moment to acknowledge all of the inspiring women in your life, in your ancestry, and in this room. Taking a moment of gratitude and acknowledgement of all that has brought you here. Allowing these words to resonate in whatever way you may need them today. Words from Morgan Harper Nichols, a favorite writer. I am worthy of the time it takes to do the things that heal my heart. When someone has kindly invited me into their story, I can give them the gift of my presence, walking alongside them, allowing them to be seen. Let us breathe in the air of each other's stories and find compassion, patience, and grace for one another. We can remind each other we are still practicing day by day, breath by breath. That's how we heal. That's how we grow. When we understand that wounds heal differently and at different paces, we are able to have empathy for those healing in their own way, knowing there is no one right way to heal. Hope is active imagination. Hope that we will continue to imagine what is possible, working through the tension and unanswered questions one day at a time. We need each other. Slow down and breathe through each day. If all you do today is take mindful inhales and exhales, that matters more than you know. Taking one nice, slow, deep inhale and exhale. Bringing yourself back, opening your eyes, allowing for some movement in your body. Just taking a moment to check in with how you feel. Congratulations to the recipients today, Renuka, Lupita, Fiona, and Anne. And as you have all been inspiring and have reflected healing and hope to others in especially difficult times. Thank you to all of you who have walked beside me in my healing journey. Thank you to my big sister. She has been one of my inspirations as a licensed social worker for the last 30 years, helping others find healing here. And lastly, to my daughter, Alyssa. Thank you for being my biggest inspiration. The healing through our relationship is a gift in my life, and I continue to dream and hope for every experience to come. All my love to all of you and gratitude. Thank you.
Unapologetically, I am tearing. Not going to say I'm sorry, but thank you. Professor Torres, thank you so much for your healing words, for your inspiring words. And on behalf of Associated Students, we would like to present you with this recognition. As a token of our gratitude and appreciation for your healing today, it is now my honor to provide you with that. Whew. It's either the lights or the energy of the matriarchs that are joining us today. So I think it's both, when the energy just gets to us. It's actually really beautiful. We have come to the part of the program now where we are honoring our 2022 Inspiring Women. So I ask that Amanda and Fiona join us at the gift table so I can introduce you. It is an honor to have this opportunity every year introducing these phenomenal women, as well as the nominators and or the supporters that are presenting them today. So I would love to begin with our first recipient. Please welcome Amanda Udukumbura, who will present the Inspiring Women Honor to our first recipient, Fiona Stephen.
Thank you so much, Andy. And Good afternoon to our Inspiring Women recipients, guests, and community. And I would like to introduce Fiona Stephen.
Thank you. I'm extremely grateful today for being selected as one of the inspirational women of Mt SAC. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate these powerful women with me. There are many people I want to thank for supporting me throughout my journey at Mt SAC. Specifically, I want to acknowledge my amazing friends at SAGA, the Sexuality and Gender Alliance Club, and the Pride Center. Without your support, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to express my true self and evoke the confidence needed to succeed. It's incredibly important to your journey towards success to feel comfortable in your own skin, surrounded by accepting and caring people. And that's what I found at SAGA. Accepting and caring people, all dedicated to the success of each other, no matter who they are. I would specifically like to acknowledge the Pride Center's Coach Mo, who welcomed me into the community at Mt SAC with open arms, giving me the guidance to flourish not only on campus, but in my life. She was a great mentor, and the school is all better for having her all those years. Poet Nikita Gill once said, "Women that believe in each other can survive anything. Women who believe in each other can create armies and win kingdoms and wars. In the war of life, our army is right here, with the powerful women in this room, in all rooms. I'm grateful to have inspired you." Women go through a lot. Our collective goal should be to continue to make the world a better place for each other. To do that, we need to inspire each other. I'm inspired every day by my sister, Heather. I watched her struggle through a difficult situation under many of the same hardships I did and make a better life for herself. Today, I get to watch her thrive and enjoy the fruits of her hard-fought labor in the wonderful life that she has built for herself. She's who inspires me, and I know there are women who inspire her. This branching effect that we as women have on each other is how our armies and kingdoms are built. I encourage all of you to do your best to inspire each other, because if we do this, the war is won. Thank you.
Beautiful. Congratulations, Fiona, and thank you so much, Amanda. Now to introduce our second inspiring woman is Donna Nekki, who will honor our recipient, Renuka Toach.
Hi, everybody. It is my incredible honor, privilege to introduce this amazing, strong woman that I have the honor of working with every day. She rocks non-credit, she rocks ABE, she rocks credit. Everybody knows her across campus. And I just got to say a few things because I've worked with her really quick, guys. Renu, you inspire me every day to be a better person. Renu, you inspire me every day to be a better mother. Renu, every day when I'm down, you inspire me to be up, to serve my students like you serve them. Renu, you are my true role model. Renu, I've never met anybody as amazing as you. You truly inspire me, my blessings of my students, my coworkers who I've worked with in the past, my managers. Renu, I am honored to introduce you. Now, for the most amazing, inspirational woman out of non-credit today, Renuka Toach.
Now how I'm gonna beat this, okay. Let's see. Okay, I know my time's up, 5 minutes, I got that. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Renuka Toach, and I am proud and excited and a little nervous to be standing here in front of you all. Although I'm an educational advisor, I wear many hats, different hats. I'm a mother of 2 young teenagers, a daughter, a sister, a wife, and I too hope to be the voice that inspires others. I started my master's journey at University of Laverne as an adult learner who entered the world of classroom after being away for a very, very long time. and it was very intimidating. Even though on daily basis I guide students, I needed the same guidance and support to continue my journey. My inspiration came from Dr. Lieberman's powerful words. She's the president of University of Laverne. She said, "Do not just pick a major, choose a mission, select your mission, and ask how you will change the world." This had such an impact on me that I still hold true to my mission. I am surrounded by so many inspirational women, and many of them are present here in the audience today. This is a celebration for all of them. I represent countless women who have been inspired to begin their journey. This journey begins with a belief in yourself, first to encourage others who feel they have nowhere to turn to believe in them and inspire them to have the courage to take that important first step. Encouraging and inspiring them with hope will not just allow them to achieve this dream, but also go beyond it. This is the case with the majority of my students who are not just completing GED. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm on page 3. I'm so apologize. So sorry, nervousness, okay? Okay, sorry, back to again. When someone is dealing with harsh realities of life and have to put their dreams on hold, it's not just enough to guide or advise them, they need inspiration. Inspiration is the match that lights the fire inside them that will propel them to a place that is beyond their abilities and dreams. Not everyone in life is handed chances on silver platter. Some have to struggle just to survive. These are the heartfelt stories of my students who struggle through all walks of life and just want second chance. All that these students needed was hope, encouragement, and inspiration. Without this, they would continue to struggle and they never achieve their dreams. Inspiring these students and promoting hope in them allows them to achieve infinite possibilities. It gives them a chance to prove that they are capable of things beyond what they appear to be. Everyone can hope for a better future that they dream of. It is culmination of inspiration, hope, encouragement, and second chances that allow one to achieve the impossible. What may be a simple and easy achievement for some may be a daunting task for someone else. GED is one such achievement. By the age of 18, most students have achieved it, but it is monumental hurdle for someone who is non-traditional students. Encouraging and inspiring them and hope will not just allow them to achieve this dream, but also go beyond it. This is the case with the majority of my students who are not just completing GED, but also working on college courses. It is this inspiration that drives me. Seeing their success gives me inner strength to do more. I am passionate about serving and empowering the students I work with to overcome their barriers by encouraging them to take baby steps and gradually make them independent. It does not just stop here. Providing hope and inspiration to someone only encourages them to inspire others. They have seen firsthand how it changed them. They now become the ambassador of inspiration and hope. There is no better satisfaction than knowing that your encouragement led to someone following in your footsteps. I'm thankful for being here because without the encouragement and guidance of my family and colleagues here, I may never had the courage or chance to inspire others. Last but not least, I want to thank Madeline, our bio, who took chance on me 20 years ago. I hope I have not disappointed you, Madeline. And thus, a last quote from my students. I will end with this quote from C.S. Lewis to all my VIP students who are sitting here in the audience. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Renu. I had the napkin up here just in case. It's a clean one in case she needed to. So you know, it hasn't been used yet. Anyone that comes and speaks. Please welcome our next presenter, Alana Bakur, who will introduce our third inspiring woman, Lupita Jimenez.
Thank you, Dr. Sims. Good afternoon, everyone. It is truly an honor to introduce Guadalupe Jimenez, best known around campus all these years by her maiden name, Lupita de la Cruz, but her Mt SAC email has come through now as Guadalupe Jimenez, so now she's officially Guadalupe Jimenez. Many of you may think that I nominated Lupita for this distinguished award because I admire her passion and her work so deeply, but I did not. Counseling faculty member Jesse Lopez nominated her, and although he can't be here today to celebrate this incredible woman, I would like to read part of his nomination to you all. Lupita is the epitome of a Mt SAC champion. Her character and passion are an inspiration to all who know her. Lupita's life aligns with the theme of providing healing and promoting hope. She has worked to heal her scars that come with navigating her legal status, family dynamics, coming from a household supported by a single mother, and academic struggles as a first-generation college student. She has been a source of hope for her family, friends, staff, faculty, and students. I have worked with Lupita for over 7 years in various capacities, and she has helped heal and provide hope to her colleagues and so many students. As a transfer specialist, Lupita helps students believe in themselves. She constantly validates students, listens to their stories, and connects with them to resources. This approach cultivates hope in students and offers them outlets to heal wounds created by low self-efficacy and past trauma. Lupita's ability to cultivate hope, however, is also emerged with tangible support. She has developed uniquely strong bonds with her students that transcend job duties. This transformational approach has fueled the hopes and dreams of many underrepresented students at Mt SAC. Here are some examples of how she has healed and provided hope to our students. To begin with, Lupita invests in the lives of her students by understanding them holistically. She is in the trenches with them and has supported students financially with the basic needs. Lupita has furnished student dorms, assisted with transitional living, and has personally driven students to Northern California as they transferred out. Lupita has created fundraisers for students so that they are prepared with the necessary equipment to be successful in college. She has built such strong rapport that students continue to work with her even after transferring, graduating, and entering the workforce. Lupita provides hope by creating educational and career pipelines for students. She conducts mock interviews, writes letters of recommendations, refers students to employers, and finds ways to create employment opportunities for students through grant writing at Mt SAC. I know of countless students who have had their lives changed because of the direct actions and support provided by Lupita. She has created a community of support and enlists other staff and faculty to further support this cause, me included. In addition to providing hope to students, Lupita has provided hope to faculty and staff. I am consistently inspired to refine my craft and to go above and beyond for students due to the passion that Lupita brings to Mt SAC. She is always available to offer technical and emotional support to her colleagues because she understands that we all have the same purpose, to ensure the betterment of the lives of others. Lupita's story is an undocumented first-generation college student and employee, offers inspiration and hope to others. She works as a Mt SAC educator and will continue to help students heal the wounds of the past by creating a pipeline filled with hopeful possibilities. And without further ado, the small but mighty Lupita Jimenez.
So as you can see, I couldn't hold the tears. But thank you so much, Alana, for being my presenter today and introducing me to this amazing and wonderful recognition. There you go. And thank you for being my friend in the last few years and one of my biggest supporters on campus. So thank you to the selection committee for this amazing recognition. It really means a lot to me. And it definitely came in at a time when I needed that and reassurance of the work that I do and the values that, form my character and who I am. So it's beautiful to be here today with you all in the presence of so many strong and inspiring women, including those from my transfer team over there, Karen Osorio, Jamaica Fowler, Crystal Bybee, Laura Muñiz, and Blanca Juarez. To the inspiring women in my life who could not be here today, but are watching online, thank you for simply being you, because I have a little bit of each of you in me. Melissa Candel from the DREAM program, Claudia Saucedo from UCLA's Academic Advancement Program, and my best friend, Nayeli Madero, who blessed Mt SAC with over 7 years of service and student advocacy, and is now blessing the lives of Oxnard College students as a counselor. I must admit that I broke in tears when I finished reading Leslie's email notifying me about this recognition. At first, I got super excited because I thought I was being notified that my EOPS student, Emma Lopez, had been selected. I had nominated her for this award because she truly represents what this award means, and especially the theme for this year. So to my surprise, as I kept reading, I realized that Leslie's email was delivering a different kind of message to me. So when I got to the part that names the person who nominated me, I couldn't hold the tears. That is because if I were to describe myself in one word, it would be integrity. And the person who nominated me for this award is the one who taught me that, the true meaning of that with actions. So thank you, Jessie Lopez, for thinking of me as an inspiring woman and for always responding when I reach out to you for support and to help me resolve my many ethical dilemmas that I face in my role as an educator. I hope you are enjoying your time in Philly with Santi. So, and he's listening online. But Lupita is more than just integrity. I am the woman that I am today because my character has been shaped by the amazing people that I surround myself with. To my mother, over there in table 8, thank you for embarking on the difficult journey to the United States with my 4 sisters as undocumented immigrants about 18 years ago. The experiences I have lived ever since then have not only shaped the person I am today, but also the educator that I am for my students. So thank you, Ma, for setting the example of a strong and brave woman to me. And my sister Melly right there too, and my siblings and nephews and nieces who are also watching online, because otherwise this room will be full if they weren't even here. So to the love of my life, Jose Jimenez over there on table, I keep saying building, so table 8, building 9C, table 8. Jose Jimenez, thank you so much for embracing the woman that I am. And instead of getting mad at me sometimes at my crazy personality, sometimes you tell me, it's okay. I knew I was marrying a Michoacana from Mexico. So thank you, my love, for that and for staying true to yourself and me, carrying out an unconventional marriage. I look forward to celebrating 13 years of love with you in 2 weeks. And of course, I could not end without thanking Mt SAC for being the place where most of my life lessons have taken place, both as a former student and as well as a professional. And for blessing me with amazing individuals like Elma Rodriguez on table 11 and members of my new EOPS care family over here. So thank you all so much for embracing me. And again, thank you to the amazing women in this room. Keep inspiring me because again, if I am the person that I am today, it's because of all of you. Thank you.
How many of you knew that amazing, phenomenal woman is also an Associated Student's former officer? Yes. Beautiful. All right. I know we went dark for a second there. So congratulations, Lupita. Thank you for your inspiring words. And to present our final inspiring woman of 2022, please welcome Maria Hernandez Figueroa, who will honor Anne Ha.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is very special. This is very powerful, and I'm really honored to be here. My name is Maria Hernandez Figueroa, and I serve as the coordinator of EOPS and CARE. And I really want to acknowledge Mui, who is Anne's mom, and it's really an honor for me to stand with this family. I said I wasn't going to cry, but every time I talk about Anne, I do. I've had the pleasure and joy, and I mean that. It's been a pleasure, it's been a joy, Anne, to be able to work with Anne for a year and a half now. And that has flown. She is our student in EOPS and CARE, and she's also our peer navigator, which means that she helps her peers navigate all the college experience and our EOPS program. I'm very confident in saying that I know Anne very well. Healing and hope, I think, is something that we could all collectively use as a community right now. And through her actions as a peer navigator, her involvement in associated students, her involvement in campus-wide committees, Anne provides healing and hope for everyone she encounters. She does this to me every day. We all have a story, and Anne has a powerful story that I feel very privileged and grateful that she shared with me. Her story underscores her courage, her compassion, and the passion that drives her for making this world and this campus a better place. And now, I would like to welcome Anne to the podium.
Hi, everyone. Maria's going to stand next to me. My name is Anne Ha, and I'm honored to receive this recognition. Thank you to the selection committee and my nominator, Maria Figueroa, for selecting me as one of your inspiring women. I'm going to say a quote as well in my speech. There's a quote that I read back in high school. It said, "Women hold up half the sky," and I genuinely believe that we do. Women, we sacrifice and contribute to changes as much as other people in this world. We hold many titles, and we give back to this world with compassion and leadership. I believe that this award is especially important to other women and myself because there is so much more work to be done to recognize our contribution to our Mt SAC community, our other communities, and the time that we are in right now. I'm very happy to see and hear that my dedication and involvement on campus promote healing and provide hope to those who are looking for individuals like me. I want to take this time to thank my friends. Right here I have Gerald, Jonathan, Celeste, and those watching online, Tessa, Colin, and Edward. Thank you for sticking by me all these years. You guys are amazing, and I'm excited to create more memories with you all. To my EOPS Care family, mentors, and fellow paranavigators, I started my first job with them during the pandemic. We did many Zoom meetings, and they changed my life. Thank you for accepting and trusting me. I hope you are proud of me. To my associate student family, thank you for providing a space for student leaders like me to advocate and lead. You guys are hilarious and hardworking individuals, and I'm honored to sit in these important positions with you all. And to everyone who have interacted with me in this community, it truly means a lot that you all support my growth and tell me that you appreciate me. So thank you for your time. In this segment, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to a couple of women who I believe changed my life a lot. They motivate and encourage me to do what I'm doing, being a leader and most importantly, embracing who I am. First off, thank you to Maria Jose and Caroline for getting me involved with the Vietnamese Student Association and associate students. I've met so many great people because of you too. Thank you for giving me the student life experience that when I didn't know really where to start. And thank you, Maria Figueroa and Julie Marquez from EOPS and CARE for hiring me as one of your student employee and giving me these beautiful opportunities to mentor students who are like me and present at our annual conference with my peers. You both are powerful, and thank you for giving me the power to embrace myself. And lastly, my mom is here today. She doesn't speak English, but I still want to thank her in English. I'll translate later. But thank you for everything, Mom. There is no me without you. Thank you for being my father and mother figure in my life. I know that you could have done so many things for yourself, but thank you for always letting me know that you are happy to see that I'm succeeding in school. When I was 8, I promised my dad before he passed away that I would do well in school and take care of her. I didn't really do it for so many years until maybe 10 years later when I'm 18. I decided to come to Mt SAC to start over. Now I hope that, I'm not religious, but I hope that somewhere in this universe he'll see that I'm thriving in school, I'm taking care of her, and that I got this. I got both of us. So thank you all for being part of my journey, and thank you for allowing me to be yours.
This is a journey. I want to say congratulations, Anne, for your inspiring words, and thank you, Maria. At this time, I would also like to pause and recognize our 2020 and 2021 Inspiring Women of Mt SAC, whom due to our COVID pandemic, received only virtual recognition. So if you are in attendance today, please stand and be recognized. I also ask that you hold your applause until the end. So from March 2020, with our theme, Valiant Women of the Vote, recipients Alyssa Partida Marin, Chan Fong Nu Ton, Thuy V. Pham, and Daisy Cardenas Moreno. And from March 2021, Valiant Women of the Vote, refusing to be silenced, Shawal Bali, Christina Allende, Jamaica Fowler. If you're here, stand up. Come on, it's okay. Yes. No. And Stephanie Marin Rothman. So thank you. Let's give those folks a round of applause. It is also a privilege to see here with us today previous inspiring women. We have our wall of recipients from 2004. And so those recipients are here with us today. Can you please stand and be recognized if you were a past recipient of Inspiring Women? I see some of you, so I can call you out if you'd like me to. Thank you. Look around you, folks. So now, to culminate our Inspiring Women Luncheon, please join me in welcoming the Vice President of Student Services and Inspiring Woman from 2010. Dr. Andrea Magatinoji.
If you would give me just excuse me for just a moment, but I need to correct a mistake that I made earlier. In introducing my enthusiasm of introducing our female Board of Trustees, I failed to mention her name. Please give me another round of applause for Laura Santos.
First of all, thank you to the committee, the organizers, the nominators, for the time you took to put this very special occasion together. But you didn't miss a beat, even when we were remote, and that's awesome and wonderful. But it does feel good to be back together again, right here in our little humble 9C. maybe the last time we'll be in our little humble 9C, with hopes to a different facility in our future. To Fiona, Renu, Lupita, and An, you fill us with so much pride and inspiration today. The theme is so clear because that's what you do. That's what you've shown in your lives. You've experienced the need for healing, but you've come away with hope. This afternoon we heard about advancement, achievement, and being authentic. The fabric that makes Mt SAC is who our recipients are. You contribute clearly to our success. But we all need some healing in our lives, and that's okay, because our stories are our medicine, and we had a good dose today. But in your journeys, you've provided hope for others, and we are always standing with you unapologetically, even if women's histories have sometimes been written with invisible ink. We share compassion, patience, and grace for one another. But we have to remember to slow down and breathe through each day. We are surrounded by accepting and caring people. Feel it in this room and those that are in our lives, be it virtually or in person. For many of you, you've received the guidance to flourish right here at Mt SAC from family members and friends. You all wear many, many hats in the roles that you play, but somehow find a way to balance it all. You certainly are a voice of inspiration to others. You lead with integrity. You heal your scars and your wounds. You are a source of hope. You hold up more than half of the sky. So, as we heard, choose a mission. Change the world. Always believe in yourself and take that first step, even if you have to take it again and again. Because you can't go back, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Inspiration is the match that lights the fire, and we're all on fire right now. So thank you very much for attending. Thank you again, Andy, Student Life, and the committee that put this together. What an important event to come together to honor women. Every day she rose in our lives. But it is inspiring women because we walk away feeling taller, better, stronger, and certainly more inspired. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Audrey. Your wisdom continues to inspire us all. And I also want to end with a quote, a phenomenal woman, Maya Angelou, and it's just the last part of her quote. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Andrea, Dr. Noji, President Scroggins, recipients and presenters, you have provided healing and provided hope for us today. So thank you so much. So with that, I say good afternoon, and then a little plug. There are mementos for you at the table. Please do take them. Those are gifts on behalf of the planning team. And for those that have birthdays in March or closest to, you get the beautiful floral arrangements. So thank you for coming and have a wonderful afternoon.